guys, I'm Myra with Atomic Baby Cosplay, and today I want to do a cosplay chat talking about lessons and learning. So one of the things I wanted to talk about is that I personally believe that when you love something a whole bunch, you can never learn enough about it. And so for me, that's cosplay and that's sewing and crafting in general. And so I'm constantly striving to learn more about all of those things. And one of the things that I think is really important is that I think no matter your skill level, you can learn something from literally everyone. When I started at Joann's and I was going to become one of the sewing instructors, one of the current sewing instructors told me that I would have to take sewing, like the Sewing 101 Learn to Sew class in order to be qualified to teach the class, which makes total sense. You should take the class in order to teach the class, right? But she was really worried when she first approached me about it because she didn't want me to feel like she was in any way demeaning my skill or saying that I didn't know how to sew or something like that. And I explained to her that for me, it doesn't matter whether it's Sewing 101 or whatever. I feel like I can learn something from every class that I'm in because people do things in lots of different ways and you never know when you'll pick up something new that you've never tried before. So I am constantly on the lookout to learn things from all kinds of different people about all kinds of different things because I like the idea that I'm always learning and striving to do better. And on that note, I like to try lots of different ways of doing things because there's so many different ways to do stuff. Now, admittedly, there are some things that you kind of just have to do that one way, but there are lots of different techniques for doing different tasks. And I think it's really important to try lots of different options to see which one works best for you. One of my New Year's resolutions for this year is to learn a new skill every month because I think that learning lots of different skills, it doesn't mean that I will love all of them or that they're going to become things that I do all the time, but by trying to learn lots and lots of different things, I think that can really help me to push myself and learn lots of different ways of doing things. For example, I want to learn how to crochet. I currently know how to knit. I've been knitting for a really long time, so I am relatively comfortable with it. But I've never learned how to crochet, and I know that those are kind of related in a way, and I think I could learn something from crocheting that might benefit my knitting, and vice versa. And then the last thing I want to touch on is something that I hear a lot from people, which is that they can't learn something because there's no one near them who does X. And I hear what you're saying because I know for some people you really need that in-person interaction and like really someone touching it and showing you how to do and what you're doing right or wrong or whatever. But I think that if you live your life waiting for someone else to live near you to be able to do something, you're doing yourself a disservice. I personally do learn better when I have someone there kind of showing me how to do something. But that being said, I found that if I have a book and a YouTube video and I'm actively trying to do it along with those things, I have relatively good success. So for instance, with crocheting, I am not going to have someone that's going to show me how to crochet. I'm going to take some YouTube videos and a book and I'm going to sit there with a crochet hook and try to learn how to crochet myself. So don't think that you can't teach yourself how to do a lot of different things. Now, admittedly, there are things where you're going to benefit from having an instructor, but don't let the lack of an instructor hold you back from learning something new and trying something new. The internet is a huge resource and your public library is a big resource. So there's no reason to hold yourself back and limit yourself by waiting for that in-person instructor. Alright, I'm getting down off my soapbox. That's the last thing that I've got for you guys today. If you liked what you saw, definitely give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below of what you want to learn this year or something that you have already learned this year or last year. I'm not picky. And if you want to see more videos like this, definitely click subscribe. I do videos on every Tuesday and Thursday on a sewing or cosplay topic. And lastly, if you want to come on over to Facebook, I have a free sewing community. I'll put a link in the description box down below. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!